echoes through the floor. Your smile still echo through the floor. Though you don't live here anymore, each step repeats a soft refrain that whispers through my brain. I listen close and count the beat of love that walks discreet, echoes through the floor of all we had before. You danced in socks, you laughed too loud and swore you'd make me proud. Now emptiness becomes the score of echoes through the floor. The hallway light still flickers once, a nod to past response. I sit in corners where you twirled your music, still unfurled. And when it rains, I swear I feel your rhythm still real. Echoes through the floor, too loud to just ignore. You walked away but left your tune like distant afternoon. My memories wooden, soft and sore from echoes through the floor. I tried to lay a newer rug but missed your loving tug. Echoes through the floor, still tap behind each door. I hear your joy in every room, a pulse beyond the gloom. And though you're not here anymore, you live in echoes through the floor.
Your glove still rests beneath the thread where stories go unsaid. The leather soft, the lining thin, still holds where you'd been. I tried to wear them once again, but felt your ghost within. Gloves in your drawer still speak of something more. They fit your hands like second skin, like love that once had been. And every winter feels unsure without the gloves you wore. The stitching frays along the seam, like threads inside a dream. I keep them close, though spring has come. Their way still leaves me numb. You never came to take them back. just left a final track. Gloves in your drawer still hold the shape I swore to never lose, to never lend. But time had other ends. Some things we never learned to fold. We just pretend we're bold. Gloves in your drawer still beg to be restored. I place them gently side by side and let the stillness bite. And though you warm my hands, no more you live in gloves you wore. We stitched this quilt in late July, when skies were full and high. You chose the blues, I picked the gray, to mix the night and day. Now every square still breathes your hand, too soft to understand.
Half the quilt is mine, still sewn in perfect line. Your side still smells of tea and smoke, of dreams you never spoke. I wrap myself in threads and time, but half the quilt is mine.
I sleep beneath the part you made, where light refused to fade. The patches hold the songs you knew, and lines you stitched in blue. I touch your side and whisper low, but warmth refuses flow.
Half the quilt is mine, still worn but still divine. You left before the final row, but left a love that shows.
Some warmth remains when colder eyes,
in cloth that still survives. Half the quilt is mine, still speaks in every sign. I fold it slow and dawn appears, and dream of stitched up years.
though you took time and breath and sign. You left half the quilt as mine. You always left the keys inside like love you couldn't hide. They dangled from the copper frame, still echoing your name. Each jingle was a whispered hope, a song too short to call. Keys left in the door, still waiting You said you'd come and get them soon, but never face the moon. The lock remains the hardest sore from keys left in the door. The hallway hears no footstep now, just silence on the brow. I stare at brass that won't let go of nights you used to show. I keep the light above the mat for ghosts who don't come back. Keys left in the door still tremble like folklore. No hand has reached to turn the key since you let go of me. Some goodbyes don't slam or scream, they rest in broken dreams. What stays inside, I dust them once and then once more. The keys you left before.
Drawer still holds the things you wrote, each word a little note. They curl with time but never fade, like truths we never made. I read them slowly one by one till paper meets the sun. Letters in the drawer speak louder than before. You couldn't say it face to face, but left your final grace. I never needed any more than letters in the drawer. You signed your name with trembling lines, like chords in minor signs. Some spoke of love, some held regrets, some cried in ink still wet. Your silence now is hard to take, but words refuse to break. Letters in the drawer still knock on every door. You said you'd stay, then said goodbye on pages folded shy. Send replies, it's true, but I still write to you. in the drawer. Still sing like waves to shore. Each page a piece you left behind to echo in my mind. And when I miss you even more, I read letters in the drawer. Moonlight on the tablecloth, the moonlight spilled across the lace and wrapped your resting face. You stirred your tea, then looked away, but left your soul that day. The cloth still holds your quiet grace in every folded place. Moonlight on the tablecloth still whispers what we both forgot. You asked if love could ever stay, then watched it drift away. The silver glowed, the candles swore, but hearts want something more. The plates have chilled, the wine went warm, like love that missed the storm. You left your spoon, your empty cup, like words that gave up. Now moonlight finds the same old scene where we once chased a dream. Moonlight on the tablecloth, still smooth though time grew rough. No tear was cried, no glass was thrown, just light on what was known. I washed the cloth, but not the glow of what will never show. Moonlight on the tablecloth still wraps around our loss. I see your hand where none remain, and feel that soft refrain. The night may pass, the cloth wears thin, but moonlight draws you in.
You wrote our names upon the glass in steam that couldn't last. The window fog with coffee's heat and hearts too quick to beat. The letters danced, then disappeared like love that once was near. Our names in the window fog, gone like like a drifting log. You smiled and watched it fade away, too soft for me to stay. No etching ever felt so strong, then vanished like a song. The rain began, the sky turned gray, and you slipped far away. Your coat still hung against the chair, but not your open stare. I touched the glass to bring you back, but traced a quiet crack. Our names in the window fall still haunt the evening small. We thought we'd last like city lights, but blurred in softer nights. And though the glass may clear at dawn, our names are never gone. Our names in the window fall, now echo in dialogue of whispers sealed in clouds of breath, still warm but close to death. I breathe again, the mist is gone, but still your name lives on.
We cut our hearts from paper thin and lit a flame within. The candle flickered when we kissed, a warmth that can't be missed. But fire and paper rarely blend without a burning end. Paper hearts and candle flames played soft and reckless games. You held me close, then moved away, too quick to ever stay. Now ashes whisper both our names from paper hearts and candle flames. I kept your note beneath my bed, each line that you had said. The wax still stains the table's grain and burns like sweet refrain. We tried to tame what couldn't last, a love that burned too fast. Paper hearts and candle flames still dance in midnight frames. No glass could shield the spark we made, no hand could make it stay. Now ashes whisper both our names from paper hearts and candle flames. Now when I light a match
I see our fire ignite. Paper hearts and candle flames still haunt like phantom names. You left your fire, I kept the rest, a lesson in a chest. And though I play no more love games, I still recall candle flames.
You're still in the photograph I keep. Your smile, half asleep, the colors fade, but not your eyes. Still lit with no disguise, I frame you in a morning light that's gone, but feels so right. Still in the photograph, while time keeps pulling me ahead, you're there, like words unsaid. No moment ever makes me laugh like you. Still in the photograph. The edges curl, the corners bend, you never end. I press my hand against the glass and feel the years that pass. Some pictures never lose their soul, they just keep us whole. Still in the photograph, my heart, my other half. You wore a dress of summer's breeze that among the trees, and I still walk the aftermath of you. Still in the photograph. Some frames hold more than just a face. They freeze a time, a place. Still in the photograph, you hold me like the past. And when I miss you far too much, you're here in every touch. And though the world keeps moving fast, you stay. Still in the photograph. Still in the photograph. I made a list of songs you missed, each note a promised kiss. We talked of dancing once or twice, but dreams don't roll the dice. I played them loud the night you left and cried in quiet theft. The songs you never danced to still echo in the blue. I move alone across the floor, but feel you at the door. The rhythm sways, but not for two.
radio still hums the sound of steps that weren't found. You swore we'd waltz beneath the sky, but left without goodbye. The songs you never danced to still tell what we once knew. I spin beneath a haunted light and hope you hear at night. Some music dies in empty halls, but yours still softly calls. The songs you never danced to now dance alone and true. You kept your feet but lost your heart and left before the start, and still they play the whole night through. The songs you never danced to.
The steps I used to count, rest one, I knew each step it took to you, each creep that we walked through, the fifth one grown, the seventh sang, when love still tightly rang. Now all they hold are softer prints and cold that never hint. The steps I used to count still rise like golden mounds. You met me halfway every time with smile and hands like rhyme. Now all I do is up and down these steps without a sound. The railing holds your hand's old shape, the scent you used to drape. I sometimes stop and close my eyes and wait for your replies. I whisper things I'd never say to stares that fade away. The steps I used to count still measure every down. The rhythm's gone, the dance is done, but stairs still wait on. We walked in circles once as two. Now I just pass through. The steps I used to count still ache like lost amounts. I climb alone, I pause, I fall, but you don't hear me call. So step by step I trace the mount, the steps I used to count. Two spoons in the sink, two spoons still sit inside the sink, like time refused to blink. We shared our tea at 10:30 and never touched again. You left them there like final proof that love was not aloof. Two spoons in the sink still rust and make me think of morning sweet and silence deep, of words we didn't keep. No tablecloth, no missing link, just two spoons in the sink. The sugar bowl remains half full, your cup still commando. I pour for one but set for two, in case you come on through. They clink against the porcelain wall like echoes of our fall. Two spoons in the sink, no time to stop or shrink. They hold the love that stayed too long, then broke without a song. Some endings hide in daily things, not in what sorrow brings. Two spoons in the sink, where shadows softly wink. They rest where we last said goodbye, and watch the days float by. And though they're just two shapes in zinc, they speak more than we think. You left the record spinning slow, our song from long ago. It crackled like your final words, too faint to be heard. The needle traced a fading line of love that once was mine. Vinyl on repeat still dances at my feet. The chorus loops, the verses plead, but miss what hearts still need. You walked away, the sound was sweet, but left the vinyl on repeat. I didn't lift the arm to stop, afraid the tune would drop. Each chorus felt like you returned, then vanished where it burned. I hear you laugh between the clicks, in grooves and broken tricks. Vinyl on repeat, a ghost in every beat. No button pressed, no song replaced, just silence we embraced. Some music plays when love is gone, but still keeps going on. Vinyl on repeat, still warm and incomplete. The record turns, I sway alone to echoes we had known. The music fades, but not the heat of vinyl on repeat.
By the window light, as stars took back the night. You said you'd come before the moon, but dusk arrived too soon. The porch stayed still, the coffee cold, but hope refused to fold. Waiting by the window light, with every shade pulled tight, I swore I saw you in the glass, but hours wouldn't pass. You said goodbye would feel so slight. I'm still waiting by the window light. The chair still rocks with phantom grace, still chasing your embrace. The lamp burned low, the clock grew slow, and you let silence grow. I left the door a little wide, so love could still decide. Waiting by the window light, the stars all blinked contrite. They couldn't hold the vow you broke with just a breathless smoke. Some promises don't leave a fight, just fade with window light. If love comes back to me, and though the room gives up the fight, I'm here, waiting by the window light. used to sit beside the glass and hum along to songs that past the light would rest upon your hair like dawn was waiting there. Now silence wraps the evening chill, but I can hear you still. Whispers from the window call me when it's low. Your voice like mist upon the pane still sings through every rain. And though you've gone where I can't go, I live for whispers from the window. I left the curtain open wide, hoping you'd come inside, but all that lingers is your scent in dreams that never went. I talk tonight like you're still near, and every breeze feels clear. Whispers from the window, soft and sweet and slow. They echo truths we never said, but kept inside instead. Though no one else will ever know, I wait for whispers from the window. Some goodbyes don't slam the door, they drift forevermore. Whispers from the window, the only way you show. You promise not to fade away, and here you are each day. The moonlight bends and seems to glow with whispers from the window. Your teacup on the shelf, your teacup sits there undisturbed, a whisper unrehearsed. The porcelain is chipped and worn like hearts that mourn. You held it like a fragile vow, still warm, but not now. Your teacup on the shelf, more honest than myself. It knows you left with gentle grace, but won't give up your place. Though time has changed the world itself, you stay in that teacup on the shelf. The saucer holds a silent ring, a mark of everything. No one drinks from it but me, and only tenderly I sip the air where you once were, each breath, but not blur. Your teacup on the shelf, a shrine to love itself. I never moved it your style and waits a little while until the day you come yourself to take your teacup off the shelf. I found your letter in the rain. The ink was smudged, but not the pain. Your words ran down the paper spine, still saying you were mine. I held it close and let it drip. Each drop, another slip, a letter in the rain, still bleeding out your name. You wrote of nights we couldn't keep, and dreams we lost in sleep. Though pages melt and can't remain, I keep your letter in the rain. The mailbox stayed too long unclaimed, like hearts that can't be tamed. I knew you'd left, but left behind a verse still intertwined. Your script was soft, your truth was clear, even through a tear. A letter in the rain, so fragile, so humane. I tried to read it to the end, but fear where it would bend. Some love is made for storms and strain, like words you can't explain. A letter in the rain still calls me once again. You said goodbye but didn't say why hearts should fade away. And though the sky may drown its chain, I hold your letter in the rain. I dialed your number out of time, just past the stroke of 9. The tone rang out like silent tears that span the missing years. No voice replied, no call returned, just static where we burned. Calling you at 9, like I did when love was mine. You always picked up on the third and smiled before a word, but now it's only fading light. Calling you at 9. The phone still holds your contact name alive. eye that plays the same. I stare and listen for the sound of love that can't be found. I speak your name into the air as if you're still out there. Believes. Sacred line, you never answer, but you hear. I know you're always near, and if you feel that same old sign, I'm still calling you at night.
The clock beside the vase, the clock still ticks beside the vase like time can't leave its place. You filled it once with daffodils and smiled at simple thrills. Now both sit still and yet they speak of love that reached its peak. Beside the vase still marks your steady grace. Each second clicks, each petal drops, and yet the ticking stops. You left too soon without a trace, just a clock beside a vase. Flowers dried, the stems bent down like hope that slipped and drowned. But time still walks its lonely ring without remembering spring. I stare at both and breathe in slow for what they used to show. Beside the vase still haunts this quiet space. You never missed the hour hand till fate changed every plan. Some love can't keep the perfect pace, it breaks in time's embrace. Clock beside the vase still counts in empty grace. I never changed the battery to leave your time with me. And in that room I still embrace the clock beside the vase. The curtain swayed like ocean tide when you were by my side. You'd hold them back and laugh out loud. Now they just feel like shroud. The wind still finds its way indoors and dances on the floors. Curtains on the breeze still whisper memories. You touched the hem and smiled so light before you left that night. And every breath the window sees still moves the curtains on the breeze. I kept them tied the way you taught, like love that can't be bought. They flutter soft when no one speaks, like lips against my cheek. They don't forget the shape you made or how the evening swayed. Curtains on the breeze still hold the old reprise. They watched you love, they watched you leave, and now they help me grieve. The fabric hums in silent song that sways when I feel wrong. Curtains on the breeze still call me to my knees. They move like you still haunt the door, then fall and touch the floor. I close my eyes, the window frees, the curtains on the breeze. Looked at me like I was lost, like love had paid the cost. The mirror held what we became. No frame could hide the flame. I watched your eyes avoid my stare, like truth hung in the air. The mirror didn't lie, though both of us would try. It showed the cracks behind our smile that burned. For just a while you turned away, no reason why, but still the mirror didn't lie. You brushed your hair and fixed your sleeve and said you had to leave. I stood behind you pale and still, while glass confess the thrill. You wiped the fog, I watched you go, with eyes that couldn't show. The mirror didn't lie, it caught our last goodbye. Your shoulders dropped, your hands were weak, but not your need to speak. We don't escape the things we see. Reflections won't agree. The mirror didn't lie, though truth was running dry. And even now I stand alone, but glass still shows you're gone. And every time I ask it why, the mirror doesn't lie.